Hey doing everyone, welcome back. Well, you've probably heard the news by now. We are at war with Iran. And, you can say, well, no, we're not because Congress didn't authorize. I mean, it was just a few strikes. And, we haven't had a declared war. And, well, we haven't had a declared war since World War II. So, I guess that means that, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq 1, Iraq 2, Afghanistan, not really wars, right? Yeah, right. I was there for Iraq and Afghanistan. You tell me they weren't wars. Um, yeah. So Congress did not authorize the use of force against Iran. Iran was not an imminent threat. The president is allowed to use the military in the event of an imminent threat. Imminent threat. Our own intelligence agencies said that Iran does not have nuclear capabilities as far as weaponry is concerned. Yes, they have nuclear facilities because they use nuclear power for their electricity. They do not have nuclear weapons. Are they working toward them? There's no evidence that they are. And it would take a while to get there, right? Now, I know Netanyahu is out there saying that, well, they're only weeks away from having a nuclear weapon. Yeah, well, Netanyahu has been saying that exact same thing for more than 30 years. For more than 30 years, he has been saying that Iran is just weeks away from a nuclear weapon. And they still don't have one. It's almost like he's crying wolf or something. Right? Maybe? So, we decided that, the dumbass in the White House decided that he's going to strike Iran's nuclear facilities. And then, when he announces to the world what he did, first of all, he announces it on his dime store Twitter. I'm not even going to refer to it by its name because there's no truth on that platform from what I can tell. So, yeah, he announces it, and then he demands peace now. He says now is the time for peace. Dude, you just started a war. You just attacked a country. You just attacked a country that was not a threat to us. Not eminently. I mean, don't get me wrong. Iran, not good guys. Does their regime need to be changed? Yes, I've been over this before. Absolutely, they need a new regime in Iraq. Or, excuse me, Iran. They absolutely need new political leadership. But that's not our place to do that. In fact, frankly, we're not good at it. We are not good at it. So if you want to topple their regime, fine. You know what? You do that. Then who fills the void? I mean, come on. We took out the Taliban in Afghanistan. And then we had actually a decent government in place. And now the Taliban is in charge again. Yeah, nice. And all the progress that Afghanistan was making has been reversed. So, what's going on in Iraq with their government that we toppled. Yeah. So, our bases in the Middle East, guess what? They just became targets. They just became targets. And then you've got Republican Congressman Thomas Massie, right, correctly saying that what Trump did is unconstitutional. Correctly saying that. Who has the authority to declare war? Who? Congress. Congress alone. Congress has to authorize the use of military force, with the exception of an imminent threat. Imminent. That means immediately it's going to happen. Iran, that does not have a nuclear weapon, was not an imminent threat to the United States. And I understand that we are the country that has been allied with Israel the longest. We were the first country to recognize Israel as its own country. I understand that, right? But Israel was the aggressor in this war. There's no good guy in this war. Between Israel and Iran, there is no good guy. So we're going to completely ignore an attack on our ally in Europe, Ukraine, right? We're going to completely ignore their country being invaded by an adversary, not only their adversary, but also ours. And then we're going to risk World War III, right? By ignoring the situation in Ukraine, because that's not our war. But then we're going to get in the middle of the conflict between Israel and Iran, which, by the way, is not our war. That's not our war. We actually have obligations. We are treaty bound. We are treaty bound to defend Ukraine. We have no such obligation to join an ally in a war of aggression. So Iran is allied with both Russia and China. Russia and China are geopolitical adversaries of the United States. So, who do you think is going to come to Iran's defense more than likely? Yeah. Could we have kicked off World War III? Quite possibly. I certainly hope not. I certainly hope not. But we are involved in an illegal, unconstitutional war. Iran will retaliate, and who knows what Russia and China are going to do. Who knows what other countries in the Middle East are going to do. It's a volatile situation. We are in a volatile situation. I don't know, people. I don't know. We already don't take care of the veterans that we have. And now we're going to make more. And then Trump goes on to say, well, you know what? If they don't make peace right now, then we're going to attack other targets. All right. Let's put this in simple terms, right? That the average person can understand, right? Forget about world conflicts, right? Just think about, you go down to the bar, right? And there's a couple of guys there who've had too much to drink. One guy just hauls off and busts the other one right in the mouth for no good reason, really, just because he's drunk. And then when the other guy wants to fight back, it's like, hold on, no, we have to have peace here. No, I hit you, now you need to agree to peace. It's not how it works. You know, you've probably heard of of peace through strength. That was a Reagan doctrine. It is not. Trump doesn't understand what that means. He does not understand it at all. He doesn't know what peace through strength is. You know, and whatever you may think of Ronald Reagan, that's actually one policy that he got right. Peace through strength. You know, basically, we don't want to fight you, but we damn sure will. We are ready to fight if we have to. But, you know what? Don't provoke us. We're good. If you do, we're going to destroy you. Iran did not provoke us. It did not. I mean, this is worse than when Bush took us into Iraq and Afghanistan. Specifically, especially Iraq, as a policy, from a policy point of view, that is someplace that we shouldn't have been. I didn't believe that at the time I was there, but yeah, I believe it now. Thing is, Bush didn't just strike because he wanted to strike. He struck because he was given bad intelligence, and his administration failed to verify it. So, it was a mistake. Shouldn't have happened, but he made a mistake. Trump, he didn't make a mistake. He did this deliberately. Tell you what happened. Tell you exactly what happened here. I mean, obviously I don't know this because I wasn't there, but I have a pretty good idea. Netanyahu said some nice things to Trump. Buttered him up. Stroked his ego. Because that's all you have to do to get in Trump's good graces, to get him. You want Trump wrapped around your little finger? You want him to do whatever you want him to do? Just butter him up. Butter him up. Compliment him. Well, I'm not going to compliment that son of a bitch. Unfortunately, innocent people are going to die. Ours and theirs. Think he cares? Yeah, right. I'll catch you next time.